just a prophecy.
Not in my intimate spaces at home.
Like, well, they got people out here, and I keep being stalked by all of them. Come to find out, people I have been stalked by, and gang stalked by, and I know them by certain factors that I mentioned. I'm like, all these men are mentioned on this Justin Connor's obituary. Scott Minion and his siblings and sibling-in-law, and which I was talking to briefly. He was just not for me for several reasons. No, sir. Anywho, child. Yeah, I just made all those connections, and we departed that day. And this past weekend, I said something to her, about the matter, and I admitted to her finally that this is my cousin. I feel like this is why all this is happening. Why everybody name around her Connor? The mailman, the lady over there who I ran into at the dollar store, and she kept asking me to go out with her all the way in St. Louis, or I'm like, I'm not gonna go nowhere with you after I done made such connections about folks with your last name. I don't know what y'all doing or trying to do to me. You crazy neck glue, Sister Soldier. And I found out her last name because she called my phone and her first and last name popped up. Katrina Connor. Mailman Connor. Thaddeus Connor. About not his fucking real name. And the lady here, I forgot to tell y'all. That day, I took her around and she first told me that. And I got home and did my own research. Later that evening when I came home, a burgundy truck was right here. You found me. A burgundy truck was right here, parked in front of my apartment building. Son, here I come, I'm recording. I'm almost done, 5 minutes. And the Shane guy pops out. And he tries to go in the building with me, which is a key entry. You need a key to get in there, or somebody to let you in. I'm like, I'm not letting you in here. I know who you are. I just found out who you were. Nice try. Why haven't you showed up all this time in the almost 2 years I've been here? Yeah, so y'all know that's crazy. He suddenly pops up. I only heard his name and didn't know who he was associated with, about the murder, any of that. But the moment she mentions him, that night, he pulls up, trying to get in my building. And I recorded him. I know who you are. Camera all in his face. I know who you are. Chew on. I'm here to see it. No, I'm not letting you in. Call her, tell her to let you in. But she made it seem like she was just so scared of him. And he wanted to hurt her. You know what I'm saying? And he beats on her. I don't know how true that shit is, but y'all know that shit don't sound right. Come on now, stop playing. You ain't showed up all this time, but she only mentioned your name for over a year. I've been here going on 2 years and some months, but you just popped up after over a year and a half. The day your name was finally mentioned, and I made my little connections via the internet and social media. Part of my surveillance team. But I forgot to get out that tidbit. But fast forward to last weekend when I told her that I was saying something to the police that day, and I think it's all associated. She's like, well, leave me your phone number. I call her phone. She could have my number on her landline call ID. 20 minutes later, somebody playing on my phone. And it was a guy. Not even 20 minutes later. I'm like, I just gave her my number. Y'all don't even try to be smart about the fucking criminal ass shit. Anyhow, so today I seen her this morning for the first time. Not to mention, and I should have took a picture of her. My son had on some black and white checkered pajama pants. She had black and white checkered, all kind of shit this morning. I ain't never seen her in the shit like that in my life. I told y'all they copycat us a lot. It's like one of the whole main things of their little production. So I'm like, and I think this probably what triggered me to say something. Yeah, I went ahead and I told the police about what you told me and how I think that's so. She was like, oh well, Shane ain't got nothing to do with that. That's how she said. Shane ain't got nothing to do with that. And Albert's in jail, he's serving life. And I'm like, yeah. And I ain't got shit to do with that. My cousin serving his time. And so that's over with. You got your justice. I ain't got shit to do with that. Didn't even know about it. So we gonna let the detectives sort that out. Oh, well, he ain't got nothing to do with it. I don't know. It looks grimy to me. It looks slimy and very suspicious given all the activities, all the shit that's been going on since I've been living here. So I said I, told them that and let the detectives sort that out and be the judge of all that. So she was like, oh, well, I hope he die in jail. Or something. We was both ranting, but I heard that's the last thing. I hope he die in jail. I'm like, don't say that to me. That's still my blood. I don't give a fuck if we this close or this close, sis. That's how I did her at. This close or this close. You're not going to tell me that. I said he's serving his time. What the fuck else you want? I acknowledged it was a bad thing he did. And then they both was doing some drugs, like some hard shit. So they both was living their life that he got fucking caught up in. Both of them got caught up in. So it's very senseless, and I don't understand this about people. What you out here trying to do? What you trying to get vengeance for with this distant ass relative? Me. This ain't even somebody I grew up with like that. Now I got some cousins you make it be like that about. But not him. But I'm still fucking loyal. I'll say right is right, what's wrong, and when it's wrong, but you're not going to tell me that. Don't tell me that. And you can feel like that. And I would even understand. But you don't tell me that. You better keep that shit up in here. In your knowledge. In your motherfucking brain. So that really got me hot because everybody know her to be nosy. Don't nobody in this motherfucker like her. She always calling the police and putting her nose in everybody's business. Like two sisters over there arguing, she gonna call the police. The guy heard she all in his business. He cussed out real bad. 60-something-year-old man. Talking about beating her ass and everything. I'm like, I stopped him. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me about beating no lady ass. She an old lady. Regardless, move. She really good friends with the landlord, and I heard she aiding and getting people kicked out even. Because they, would get into it with her. She's been into it with everybody here. I just don't pay motherfuckers no mind. I pay them dust. So I don't trip off nothing. They came tell me stuff she said about me and everything. I'm like, what the fuck? She don't know me. What the fuck I got to care for? Bitch don't know me for real, for real. The hell am I taking it to heart for? And I tell my kids that. Motherfucker don't know you for real and they speaking on you. Don't let it make a home. Her and her. Cause what the fuck they going off of? They just talking. They just bumping their lips. Cause there's something wrong with their ass. So I don't give a fuck. All you motherfuckers miserable as fuck to me. That's why you pay me so much mind. Instead of living your own fucking life. You miserable. Who sit here and just do dark ass shit all day? That shit wicked. That's between you and heaven, honey. Anyhow, I think that's all for right now. I ain't gonna say for today because I may remember something. May want to get on here and get to chatting. Like I said, it's been lots and lots of, shit going on. So, a lot of content over some years. So who knows? I might be back. I'm getting in the house with my children. See what's for dinner. I think they'll love to hear something about some shrimp being cooked, so I might cook them some shrimp or something. Who knows? Do people here twist all the dreadies up? I love doing my hair, but We're gonna put me on the back burner. Baby, it's tired. I is tired. I is important. I is tired. Y'all be well of yourselves. Be good. And if you can, honey, send a ram in the bush. Because these people here, this law enforcement here that's local, they're not doing nothing because they are also involved. I could tell you a few dirty ass cops involved. Guy that called Sachs, Allen, and Centerville or Allerton. Guy named Ponies, Demarius Thomas, I think. Dennis Harris, Orlandis Briggs. He out here. And I believe my sister's mother-in-law, dude, too. They don't know we be dating whole ass moles. Having babies with them and everything. Yeah, but I think a lot of people who my family think they're good with are playing both sides, and they'll also have a demise and under attack too. They just don't know it because people got them thinking that they're on the inside of things when they're really on the out. They're just making them think. That is just the theory. That I cannot say for sure. But Stranger Things. One more Stranger Thing. So when my dad died, his doctor, my father's doctor, his name is Charles Ampadu. His name keep popping up everywhere. And they bait me at these jobs. They definitely have a hand in where I work and live. They bait me for sure. But I just find it crazy that he snapped on me for some reason or another while my dad was in the hospital. I forget the content of what he said. But it was some shit I know wasn't the fuck my fault. The fuck I got a hand in the council for. I ain't create council. I don't want my daddy gone. I wasn't ready for that. Hell, we just really got close in my adult years. I wasn't ready. Me and my dad had plans out here. What you mean? I'm out here hustling for us at the moment because I ain't had shit at the time either. It was just real bad. It was a real bad situation. But, yeah. His name keep popping up everywhere. I've worked at some healthcare facilities where I went through all this shit and they shot shit up in my body. I don't know why I let them do that. Supposedly a Pfizer, and I did 2 TB exams, or TB tests. And I'm like, what if they not shooting the right shit in my body? Not to mention all my family, young and old, all of a sudden having bone issues. So I really think it's a corporate attack for real.